Going to discuss the second part of this chapter, kingdoms, kings, and early republics. Subject history. Okay, so let's start the chapter. So, in the previous sections, I have discussed about the Varna system, right? And how a man could become a king, or what kind of sacrifices were performed by the kings or the rajas. Now we will talk about the Janapadas, right? So let me tell you that the meaning of the Janapada. Jana means the people and Pada means the lake, right? So Janapada means where people were living. And you can relate the ancient Janapadas with present day villages. Understood? Now, the Rajas who performed the Asmamedha sacrifice or other sacrifices, he was ruling in these Janapadas. Understood? And generally, the people of the Janapadas were living in the hut, okay, and they kept cattle or different kind of other animals also, and they cultivated different kind of food grains like wheat, barley, rice, etc. Now, as they didn't know about the metals much more, and they were living in the Janapada, so they didn't have the currencies, or you can say the money. So that's why they were using the earthen pots, right? And different colors we have found in the earthen pots. When we are excavating, we have found different kind of evidences like red, black, gray color earthen pots. It was looking like very smooth. Okay, so in this way, the people of the Janapadas were living in the ancient India. Understood the points? Okay. Now turn to the. Now let me tell you first what do you mean by the Mahajanapadas? Maha means big, and Janapadas means I have told you the present day, looking like present day villages. So the big areas, or you can say the big cities in the ancient India, were known as the Mahajanapadas. Around 2500 years ago, several Janapadas, including Mahajanapadas, were there in the ancient India. And we got the evidences from different ancient books that in India there were 16 Mahajanapadas. Followed? 16 Mahajanapadas. And some Mahajanapadas became, monarchy. Some Janapadas were, republic, right? Now, when Janapadas became so important day by day for different reason, they became the Mahajanapadas, right? Now, in the Mahajanapadas, king were ruling or rajas were ruling, right? So, every Mahajanapadas had its own capital city, okay? And even the capital city, including the whole Mahajanapadas, were fortified by the massive stone wall or the brick walls. Now the question is that why they constructed this kind of stone or brick walls? So here is the answer. They wanted to protect the cities. They wanted to protect their peoples and the animals also from the enemies, right? And even they wanted to protect their lands, their food grains, and other domesticated animals. So for that reason, king constructed huge, massive stone walls or the brick walls. Now, in Mahajanapadas, different kind of economical activities also there. Like somewhere businessmen, somewhere traders, somewhere definitely cobbler, carpenter, painter. So different kind of occupation were present. So in this way, in the undivided ancient India, we have found 16 Mahajanapadas, which became more and more important. And among all Mahajanapadas, Magadha became so powerful among all the Mahajanapadas. Understood? And most of the Mahajanapadas were engaged in quarrel for the political supremacy and economic advantages. Followed? So I hope you have understood these two section of this chapter, right? If you have any problems or queries or the questions, you can ask me, you can call me, or you have my WhatsApp number. Okay, so I am ending this video lessons for now. Thank you. Okay, stay happy and stay safe.